Welcome back to the LuxAlgo live stream. My name is Jacob. Happy giveaway Fridays. And Pepe wanted to come in early there today, guys. But we're back yet again, another Friday. The day you all are waiting for. I know you suffer through the pain of dealing with me all week just to get to Friday so you maybe win $100. Well, today is that day, my friends, and you're welcome. We're here in just a moment after we do our predictions and we fill the Pepe wheel. We will throw up the chance to win $100 by the end of the stream. We will pick 3 winners end of the stream. Each person wins $100. Now, please, for the love of God, do me a huge favor, okay? I'm changing the way you go about collecting winnings, okay? Do me a huge favor. First off, hold on. Those of you that are on the Instagram right now that are joining, if you want to be a part of this giveaway, you have to be on the YouTube. That's the only thing. If you want to win a chance to win $100, you have to be on the YouTube. Join the YouTube. It's LuxAlgo on YouTube. Now, new rule in place for this giveaway. I'm going to give you 72 hours to DM me on Discord, okay? My name on Discord is... You'll see LuxAlgo-Jacob in the LuxAlgo Discord. It's a completely free Discord. All you have to do is go to the description of this video and join the Discord. Trying to find you guys, some of you that are struggling. And for one more thing, if you are going to try to impersonate somebody, I promise you I know how to know which one's the actual person. So there's no reason to even try to scam. So I wouldn't even attempt it. Now, please, though, join the Discord. If you become a winner, you'll know at the end of the stream. If you for some reason have to leave, you have 72 hours to respond, okay? After that, you're not going to get your winnings, okay? So join the Discord. It's anybody in the entire nation, entire world can join the Discord. It's free, okay? Doesn't matter. So join the Discord. Make sure you DM me. If you don't know how to do it, I can show you later on today how to do it. But you'll notice that I'm in there. I post in the social media thing, and you'll see me within the viewer or within the user list if you do the member list on the top right-hand side of the Discord. So I will try to find you. If for some reason you haven't reached out to me, I'll try to find you. So long as you're in that Discord, that's the only way I would reach out to you. But other than that, if you do win, please, for the love of God, just join the Discord. You'll get your winnings very quickly, okay? All right. Cool. People already gambling. People already dueling their points. Gosh dang it, guys. Now, Mickey has 0 points, guys. If you want to go with Mickey, I can give him 100 points. All right. I'll give Mickey 100 points so you guys can steal them all. Mickey has 100 points. Okay. That being said, let me go back to my song. Welcome back, guys. Bitcoin has officially kind of held its ground at these highs, right? 2 back-to-back days now, we're about break even. Nothing too crazy, but we'll see how it ends up going into the weekend. Now, it could be a low volume weekend again, maybe get a retracement, but again, this is why we were saying that 52,000 level was super important on Bitcoin. Now, to start things off, you can see yesterday, remember, yesterday, the price that we were at close was literally the exact price we're seeing right now. For those of you that said more yesterday and lost. Last but not least, as you can see, we have a top 10 viewers. Our top 10 viewers after today, which means people that you can actually hit that top 10 list today if you predict whether you think Bitcoin's gonna be more or less than the current price, which I'll put in the chat in a second. But end of today will determine Monday. We'll do another $100 giveaway for those top 10 viewers. So you have a 1 in 10 chance on Monday, but today you'll probably have a 1 in 400 chance to be a winner of the $100. We do pick 3 winners today. So let's go ahead and start with the predictions. All right. If you're new to the predictions and you're wondering how you get points, well, this is the best way to get points added to your profile. So what's going to happen in just a second, I'm going to start the predictions. You're going to see the bot post the price point in which you think Bitcoin's going to be more or less by the end of the stream, okay? And you got to respond with exclamation BTC and then more or less, okay? So really quick, I'm going to go ahead and start this, and the price point I'm going to go with is All right, I'm gonna type it in so I don't say it out loud because it's not started yet. So 5192651. I said it out loud anyway. 926, and we're gonna start it. Now you'll see here in just a sec. Once this starts up, there you go. You have to type in what it says. I'm gonna pin this. If you want 100 points added to your profile at the end of the stream. If you predict that right at the end of the stream, I'll add 100 points to your profile. Top 10 viewers get a 1 in 10 chance to win $100 on Monday. So type in BTC more or less than that price point you think it's going to be by the end of the stream. And that being said, let's hop into Pepe. While you guys are doing that, alrighty, let me pull them up. I have the ones from yesterday still on there. I always forget to take these off. All right. Now, those of you new to the wheel, and most of you that are here probably know the wheel, essentially throw what you want to be analyzed today in the chat, and we'll throw it on the wheel, especially ones that are different. But go ahead and throw them in the chat. I know you guys are still putting in your predictions, so I'll give you a minute to do that as well. But on the way, if you already put your prediction in, then all good. Let's go ahead and start throwing suggestions in the chat. Rain coin again, JT. You've done this a billion times to me. For the love of God, just if it's a specific ticker symbol, just type in Rain USD, whatever it might be, and I'll do it for you. I don't trade Rain, so just letting you know. All right, that I know we went over yesterday as well. We had AVAX. Let's see. AVAX might be Avalanche. Did we go? I don't think we went over Avalanche yesterday. I think this would be a good one to touch on. If we did, I'm sorry, but I like the current spot it's in. XRP, ARB. I don't think we went over ARB yesterday. Gala. ARB and AVAX very similar. GALA. Let's see here. Apple. Let's look at Apple. Oh. I like Apple. Ooh, did Tesla hit our target? Almost. It rallied pretty hard yesterday. Let's do Apple. We haven't looked at Apple stock in a while. Wait. I did. AAPO. What am I doing? APP. What am I doing? All right. What else we got? What else you guys got for me? Nat gas. We usually look at Nat gas. We can look at it again. It's been just getting hammered. APT, I haven't seen that. I have not seen that. I just realized we're in. I thought I hit go live. All right, we are live on Instagram. Bear with me. I need to pull up the Instagram live. Bitcoin, we will go over. Bitcoin, we will go over. Those asking on Instagram. What else we got? AOL, TRB, AOL. Like, you got mail. That kind of AOL. Oh, man. TRB. What's up, guys? How you doing? Those of you starting to join up. TRB, let's do that one. I like it. I haven't seen that one in a while. Anybody have any specific Forex they want to look at? DYM, APT, OXT. OXT USD. We're gonna look over gold. Don't say gold. Ban anybody that says gold. Mickey, put it anybody that says gold in timeout. Dude, these songs sometimes. And now we're not gonna play. British pound. Yeah, we haven't looked at that actually. Pound against the dollar. We could do that. GBP USD. I can read that. I know you can't read that. Terrible. Google. Baby Doge. Link. Link we haven't looked at in a day or two. We could probably take a look at Link. Link's good. Link. Man said exclamation less. Goodness gracious. Sui. Sui still continuing that trend. Well, I mean, yesterday we talked about it. Remember, this is what I was saying about the crypto halt. We can look at Sui. We haven't looked at that in a while. Suey. Jupiter. Okay, now we're just throwing out planets. Goodness gracious. You guys kill me sometimes. Zcash. Near. Oh, Jenny. There's Jenny. Near. Okay, all right. I haven't actually seen Near in a while. Near. Man, some of these just patterns are the exact same. H-bar. Somebody that said honey yesterday actually kind of cranked that, I think, right? We got coin. H-bar, dude. I don't know, man. Some of these are literally the exact same. I guess we gotta do H-bar. ADA. Shiba. Goodness gracious, you guys in Shiba. We looked over Shiba yesterday. We're gonna do ADA again. I like ADA. It treated us right. Honey, I don't think we did yesterday. It's down today, actually. I think overnight it moved. Coin is up, guys. Coin is up today. We could do Coinbase. I might just touch on that a little bit so we don't have to put it on the board. Theta. GME. God dang it, GME. GME used to, no. Yeah, GME. Terrible. Dixie. We haven't looked at the dollar index in a while. We'll just take a look at the dollar. How about that? Poly. What is Poly again? It's not what it is there. Poly's what? It's not Matic, is it? No, I'm dumb. By the way, our Matic trade has been killing it. For those of you that are waiting on that, we took our TP off. Already out of TP1. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about Matic. XAI. What is that? Yo. I mean, this isn't terrible. We'll do XAI. That's kind of cool. I haven't looked at this one ever, I don't think. Whoever said XAI? Bro. Man said bro. Okay, what is it? I don't know what that ticker symbol is. Is that a ticker symbol? So that is not a ticker symbol. So I will not put it on the chat if you keep seeing bro. Man, I keep saying bro. Yes, render. Whoever said render, dude, that thing has been going bonkers since the last time I looked at it. We're going to look at that. Render for sure. RNDR. Good. Freaking. Thank you for reminding me. 100% we're doing that one. My R's are terrible. Franc. What are you guys even putting in this chat? Franc? Is that even a thing? If that's a thing, I'm going to kill somebody. That's not a thing. You guys are just messing with me now. Franc. Franc. God bless it. You guys are funny. Pepe. Okay. You guys are just... Now you're just really messing with me. CHZ. CHZ actually looking for that breakout. We got one slot left, guys. Give me something. Give me something like, let me see here. Hut, nah. Flow's not bad. Link, AVAX. Something everybody wants to see. What does everybody want to see? ENS maybe? BCH? No one wants to see BCH. I'm sorry. Hello, XLM? That could be a good one. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's do XLM. That's it. XLM, that's a big one. But guys, come on. Okay. All right. We're done. Smog. Okay, Tom's just messing with me now. Tom ruined it. Board's filled. Tom ruined it. He's just coming up with ticker symbols now that he wants that are just random. Guys, this is Giveaway Friday. In just a second. If you didn't put in your prediction yet on Bitcoin by the end of the stream, put it in now, okay? You type in exclamation BTC more or less than 51,926. If you are a winner at the end of the stream, then you will get 100 points added to your profile, okay? And then on Monday, we'll do a separate giveaway for our top 10 viewers of this week. So, I got a sent. Let me do this. My producer's sending me a different
wanted to
playlist for you guys. Because we've been listening to the same crap for a while. What is this? Alright, new playlist. This better not have any copyright or we're screwed. It says copyright free, but we'll see if it is. Alright, my friends. That is it, by the way. That is the end of the predictions. Thanks for tuning. Thanks for putting in your predictions. I'm gonna give you 2 more chances. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm ending the predictions. Okay, great job, guys. If you are right at the end of the stream, you'll know, and you'll get 100 points added to your profile. So there you go. Predictions are done. Now, the moment you have all been waiting for. Those of you that are on the Instagram live, if you want to be a part of the $300 giveaway today, you do have to get onto the YouTube live stream, okay? That's the only way you can enter, and we're pretty much going to be doing that right now. So in just a second, my friends, I'm going to start the giveaway, and when that giveaway starts, you'll see you have to type in exclamation 100. That's the command, but let me double check. Yeah. That is command when this giveaway starts right now. There you go. So type in exclamation 100 to have your entry. And at the end of the screen, goodness gracious, end of the stream, we will be picking 3 winners. And last but not least, you do have to be subscribed to win. It will not pick somebody that has not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, you better hit that subscribe button. And it's the only way you can win, okay? Okie dokie. There we go. There's my exclamation 100 peeps flying. Hello? Excuse me? Okay, hold on. We might have to redo this. Why is this? Let me refresh my Streamlabs. You guys crashed Streamlabs. No, we're good. We're good. I got you in there now. All right, one more time. Join the Discord in the description, please, so we can reach out to you. And also, make sure your name is similar to your YouTube name. And then if you think you can fool us, you know, pretending that you're a winner, well, it's not going to happen because we know how to verify the correct winner. But please, for the love of God, 2 things. If you want winnings quickly, all I need you to do is at the end of the stream, if you win, okay, just reach out to me on Discord. I promise you'll get your winnings twice as fast, okay? So if you win, if for some reason you have to leave the stream, come back to the stream, watch the end, say, oh, I won. I'm going to reach out to Jacob on Discord because it was a completely free Discord. The link was in the description, okay? See? Easy as that. All right, let's get to charting. While you guys go nuts on the... Easy as that, my friend. Actually, real quick, we'll touch on our Matic trade, okay? We will touch on our Matic trade and why we longed here and why it's being successful, okay? So, all right, my peeps. My peeps. Mickey has 292 points. He's been stealing people's points like crazy. Goodness gracious. You guys are dueling like maniacs. All right, so we took a trade on Matic. Why did we take a trade on Matic? Well, the biggest reason was the oscillator and this beautiful trend formation that we were getting. Well, guess what? You know how we always talk about how inverse head and shoulders is like the bread? It's like the money in the bank. It's like the
Who's your daddy?
Yeah, all of those sound effects. It pretty much is, and it happens to be just as successful on the oscillator. Okay. So that's just another thing that I like to look for personally. You can notice here we set lower lows on this oscillator 3 times, right? Came back, set a lower high. Well, guess what? When we set this lower high into this break of structure, I wanted an entry off of this previous resistance. We obviously could have entered a little bit lower. Sean sent me some pretty insane music. Hold on. All right. Hopefully that music's not too crazy. But anyway, remember head and shoulders, right? Here's pretty much your head and shoulders formation, lower lows into a higher low after it broke structure. Broke that structure there, set a higher high, right? Came back higher low off of that 50% retracement. Well, guess what? For a trend continuation, especially on a 4-hour chart, here you go. There's your lovely bounce. Remember, we took off some right here at the bottom of the order block, like we always talk about. We're holding the rest, so we took some off at 91.95. And then now we're kind of watching to see if we can get a break through this order block, maybe continuation from there. So that's a big thing that I'm watching right now. All right, so let's see if we can get a full breakout above this order block to continue this trade. But if I go to that daily, go to that daily move here, how to increase points? Well, if you put in your prediction there, easiest way to get points is to chat, is to like, is to subscribe, is to watch. That's how you can get the max amount of points. But if you want a point boost, then you have to put in your Bitcoin prediction at the beginning of the stream, and you have a chance to get 100 points out of your profile if you're correct by the end of the stream, okay? That's the best way to do it. So right now, guys, obviously, we're trying to get this breakout of 95.88. Matic's been doing great in this range. Yet again, we also talked about that fixed volume profile. In just a second, guys, we are going to go over... we are going to go over Bitcoin, so just bear with me. But wanted to touch on this trade for those of you that were following us a bit on this. Now, once again, you guys understand this paper. I personally wish I could buy 500,000 of these. Now, if the U.S. would let me trade on Bybit and some leveraged exchanges, that would be awesome. Again, Mickey, ban anybody that says VPN in the chat. Okay, cool. Now, we're above that value range, right? This is pretty much what I wanted to see. We've been trading back and forth in this value range for a while. We've been having a very aggressive uptrend. The oscillator set up perfectly, and that was a big reason why I was thinking we can maybe break, at least retest that order block of their 93. But right now, my upside target I'm really looking for is 101 here. This previous lower high that got formed up here, getting through this high, though, is pretty much what we're watching the most. So we could now, set a stop loss to break even. But again, I like to show that the trade active a little bit, especially if we're doing a longer swing, right? So this is our Matic position right now. Again, this is just paper trading. But we're going to take trades based on our analysis if it sets up right. Okay. So just got to help you guys and guide you along. All right. Bitcoin. Bitty bitty Bitcoin, and it's not 100, it's exclamation 100. Get out of the U.S. Not a good place to live. Okay, I know. It's honestly, you can't go outside anymore without a fear of getting shot, so it's just inevitable at this point. So honestly, I've thought about it. I can tell you, I have thought about it. Now, but luckily, I live in a state that has no income tax, so that's at least one thing going for me. Okie dokie. So Bitcoin, guys, remember, daily we've broken out, right? We broken out. We set an extended price on the oscillator, which is great. We like that. Okay. You can notice we have this overall lower high kind of trend formation that's going a little crazy. Now, essentially, all I would want to see on Bitcoin is, healthy retracements are fine, guys. Retracements are good. It's good to have retracements to keep the trend moving, right? So if we do get where is my favorite spar? I got to get my favorite spar back. That's going to make me mad. I'll figure that out later, I guess. Either way. Biggest thing, though, like we always talk about, is watching those previous highs. So here's the daily previous high range. We're watching from high to body closes and opens. And that's sitting roughly in this small range of 49 to 47, okay? 49 to 47 would be a level of retracement we would like. I would watch that range, right? Bitcoin trades at such high velocity right now, high volatility, that ranges are better than strict levels, okay? So you want to consider how price reacts to ranges. So if it comes into this range, guess what? You're going to probably get a pretty healthy retracement down here as well. And then it could possibly extend into that next move. Look what happened, though. Look how the money flow flipped down here, but it failed to go bearish. And then it started to come back, peek its head above the bullish side. And then we got bullish money flow for an aggressive push into now that threshold. That dotted line there is a threshold, right? That's meaning that, okay, that's above average volume, right? You want to. That's what you want to see for stronger trends, is when money flow goes above that bullish threshold for that, potential continuation. Now we're starting to get overflow as well. But again, if this were to be that high, for now, temporary high, then a retracement back down here would be great. Now, we could also pull our Fibonacci. Right? We could pull a very nice Fibonacci. And you can see here that Fib also, it goes way down here. So this is where, I always come into play and I'm like, okay, there's some interesting levels to watch. This maybe could extend a little bit more. But we knew that 52K was going to be a problem. I mean, we inevitably knew. We've been talking about it all week, and you can see now why, you should tune in every day and why we talked about 52K being a mark, because guess what? The high hit 52,890. So what did we say yesterday? For the billionth time. If you guys don't tune in every day, well, you need to listen up right now, because this is why you tune in every day. We talked about if yesterday we get a candle close above the previous day's high, which was 52,111, we would like it for a continuation bullish run. Look what happens. Bitcoin never closed above that high from the previous day, from Wednesday, okay? Didn't do that yesterday. Look today, get the same kind of doji candle already. So again, it's simple things like that can really continue a trend, right? In this case, bodies were slowing to this upside, but it wasn't until that last Sunday that we got that breakout and hold above that first nice large body candle wick high there. Blew out, and then we had a continuation. So that's all I wanted to see as well yesterday if we wanted to continue this trend from today, right? So we're kind of just holding. That's why I said market freeze, right? We're literally frozen here at 52. Frozen at 52 right now. And so we'll see if we can kind of hold up here. But a healthy retracement is not bad. It is not a bad sign for Bitcoin. Let's go to that weekly chart now. Weekly, though, is another good sign of, how we want to close, right? Weekly is another good sign of how we want to close. As you can see here, closing over that high this week is awesome. And we're way above that already. So, that we got 2 days out from when we close above that, right? So this high here, 49,102, beautiful. But then the one from last week was 48,614. So anywhere, honestly, above 50K this week, I think we're very solid in a sense that this wants to continue. You can see this right here to why I like this. If we're talking weekly charts, right? Why I like this is because it's starting to bounce off that previous high, so it has a chance to continue a little bit, right? Now, that next upside target is right below 60, if not right at 60. Remember, we said 58. 58's a good one because what happens with the volume, the fixed range profile, if we go back to where we kind of entered this massive volatility, remember we bounced off the top of that value range, which is our big watch for this continuation into the 50s, which is exactly what we got. We're still inside a value, or still inside a valley on the weekly, right? On the weekly fixed volume profile. The next thing I want to see is to hit another peak, right? That next peak here is sitting between 56 and almost 60, 59, right? And then it drops off right up above 60. So if we were to hit this level here, probably see some more resistance somewhere around 57, 58, like we said. Then above 60 there, I think we can easily break and hit a new all-time high. I think 70K could be easily hit. So Michael Saylor said, 100K by summer or something? The guy's insane. But it's possible, man. We've been cranking like crazy. So we'll see if we can get that continuation through 60. But let's be realistic. 58 is going to be some resistance more than likely, unless some big baller comes in and starts just blowing this out of the water. But coming up, breaking back out is big. Bitcoin can bump before halving. It can definitely jump before halving. I mean, it already has, right? Halving is on its way. We're getting closer and closer every day. So we're looking, what, is it late April now? Early May? Somewhere around there. So, that's essentially what might drive this into its next move. So really keeping an eye on those levels, continuations into multiple days. To be honest, with the massive bull run Bitcoin has been having recently, I could see a very small retracement occur here. I could see it coming down maybe to 50K at its lowest, showing some consolidation and then blowing through that. Now, we do have an imbalance sitting here now at 51,000. It could very much touch that. It could hold up above these highs of 50,423. And, maybe we bounce off there and blow through 55 from there. So it's very possible. But again, the trend's your friend. Don't fight the trend. Don't short these highs. I mean, that's just, that's just common sense. There's no reason to be shorting up here, okay? Yeah, it's just, if you're shorting the top of Bitcoin, it better be on like a 15-minute chart. If you're shorting a 15-minute chart, fine. But if we're talking like daily, 4-hour, honestly, even 1 hour, there's really no reason to be shorting this. You maybe would get a small move to the downside, but yet again, it's not much. So you can even see here on the 1 hour for Bitcoin, you have an imbalance sitting with this lovely resistance before it broke through 52K is around 50,400. So if it comes back down there, I think you're going to see that easy support above 50K, no problem. So that could be the reset it needs for that continuation. But for that 4-hour chart, we haven't fully looked at it. You can see, yeah, we've had several lower highs and it's coming back down. So look what would happen here on this Bitcoin 4-hour. This Bitcoin 4-hour actually comes off of this high, which, honestly would be kind of healthy. It might not even come that far off, but we have, for one, an imbalance sitting here above that BOS. And then what would happen is similar to what we just saw on Matic is you might get a full extension here, especially if you get a large candle on that 4-hour. You might get a full extension below 50, and then it come back up and do something like this on the oscillator, which is ideally what I would want to see for a nice aggressive breakout through 50, 53, maybe to 55. So essentially, if price can hold over that 50,500 mark, then I think you're Gucci. I would not be shorting this right now, guys. We need to see actual bearish structure to consider a short on Bitcoin. This thing is absolutely ready to continue and liquidate you over and over again if you're thinking you can short every high. Okay, so just be cautious out there. Let's jump over to Ethereum. Chat's going nuts with exclamation 100 today. Man. Okay, real quick before we go into Ethereum, if you're on Instagram, you want to have a chance to win $100. We're giving away $300 today, 3 $100 winners. You have to get onto the YouTube to do it. You have to type in exclamation 100 to enter the giveaway. At the end of the stream, we will be picking 3 winners to win $100. Now, if you want your winnings fast, please join the Discord. It's completely free. It's discord.gg/lux, or the link is in the description of the YouTube live stream. If you are picked, make sure to reach out to me, LuxAlgo-Jacob. You'll see me as an admin within the LuxAlgo server. And then say, hey, I won the giveaway. If you are a scammer, I will know, so don't worry about trying to pretend you're somebody else. But then also, if for some reason you aren't here when we pick winners, go back in the stream, watch it, see if at the end you won. If you didn't, then guess what? Next week we're going to do it again if you guys tune in all week and you get us to 100 likes every stream. But besides that, I'll try to reach out to you guys as well, okay? I'll try to reach out to you guys if you're in the Discord. If your name is similar to your YouTube name and you won, I'll reach out to you in the Discord as well if you didn't reach out to me. So make sure you reach out to me first if you're already there. It makes it a lot easier to get you your winnings for sure. All right, let's go to ETH. Let's go to Mr. ETH. Mr. ETH. Now, hold on. All right, ETH. Now, ETH, remember we talked about that 3K mark. Remember, we also wanted to see a breakout through that 28K on that daily here. We had that high of 2868, right? So that high of 2868, fantastic. I wanted to get a closure fully over that. That was a big thing. Hold on. Okay, 98 of you guys have entered. Remember, you can only enter once, by the way. But yes, this high here, 2868. I wanted to get a closure today over that. Sorry, should have said today, but yesterday, notice we did get a closure over that previous day's high, but you do have a higher wick, right? We inevitably could have said, okay, today this trend could continue, but you can see now it attempted to break back out, but it didn't. It failed. It came back down. So trend could get exhausted, plus it's extremely overextended up here at 97. This is a big reason why if you ever see, this is why you need other indicators along with your chart as well, especially when you get your first like structure breaks too. And you see, let's say the oscillator sitting at 50, right? When you start getting those daily closes over previous day's highs, they're a lot stronger when price has had a chance to relax and then make its next breakout move. Now that we're at all-time highs, right? Obviously, we want to continue these uptrends. We need to see, previous day highs close over it. But essentially here, as you can see here, very large upper wick. So larger bodies like this, always good sign to continue those trends. Today, though, lovely retracement with the rest of the market. Let's go to the 4 hour. Hold on, let's go to the daily. So yet again, this thing extremely extended like Bitcoin. I would want to see this thing actually bounce off of this high, right? On the oscillator, the high sitting at 75, okay? This high off 75 here on the oscillator would probably give you a nice retracement to this high that we had on I need to get my favorites back. What happened? On ETH back in, where is this? Back in January. So mid-January there. Now, remember, I like the body closes and opens to watch. So if I mark that high into body close open, we have a bit of a range here. But what's nice is we have a conflicting level here. So I would say roughly 2,700 like we talked about a billion times already. If we can hold over that price with a nice retracement, I think we could eventually see a turning point down here at 77. Now, I will give it time to give me a full retracement down to 2,600. That's totally fine. But as of today, interesting price action so far. If I were to be bearish on this, guys, and yet again, I'm not bearish. I'd be still leaning extremely bullish. If I was going to be bearish on this, I need to see first off this low break here. This come back, set lower highs, and then show me that it wants to actually reject, right? And that's the only way I consider bearish. Right now, it's all bullish. This could be a healthy retracement. Even if you could add in more if you wanted to. Man, you guys are just dueling to your heart's content. My goodness. You know, you could add more if you wanted to as you get a healthy retracement for this trend continuation. That's very possible. But, you know, that's what you wait for. That's why we're waiting for stuff like that. Weekly chart as well, similar to Bitcoin, looks really strong. Let's go to that fixed range profile here as on this. As you can tell, broken way out of this. Remember, ETH is extremely delayed compared to Bitcoin, right? ETH is way behind. But ETH now is entering a territory where liquidity is actually pretty low. And we haven't been into these ranges since over now 2 years nearly. So a lot of potential movements through the 3K level, which is what we're watching. This weekly right now, I really want this weekly candle to close over 27.17. Okay, that's the biggest thing. I really want to see if I want this thing to actually continue on the weekly chart is this high right here. 27.17 is big on that. So that's what we're going to be really watching. You can see here, the nice part is this is the first higher low that it sets with the oscillator after it broke. So this trend's been really nice on the weekly, but really want to close over this high this week at 27.17. If that happens, I think next week we could easily hit 3K. But, you know, we're going to wait to talk about that once we see where this weekly candle closes, right? So that's a big thing. I will say 2,500 is a bigger level that I'm watching than that 2,700. But I do think we could get that bullish continuation above 2,700 if we were to close that this week. Praying for that. If not, 3K is that target. After 3K, 3,500, I think we're going to go all the way there. So that's what I would mostly watch there is 3,500 for that big push. If that once that 3K gets cleared, 3,500 previous swing point. Remember, Bitcoin's trading up here, right? Bitcoin's trading somewhere up here. It already broke this that swing point it set, you know, in April of 2022. So Bitcoin is trading up there. So we are way behind, right? All right, let's go to Solana, and then we're going to touch on gold for you gold fiends. He said, "Good night, Jacob. Made my attendance. Make sure if you're a winner there, KS, that you come back and watch the replay at the end of the stream, okay? That way, you know if you won, then please reach out to me. All winners reach out to me. It would really help. If you want to be a part of the $300 giveaway Instagram, make sure that you get on the YouTube and you place your entry, okay? Everybody gets one entry. If you're a top 10 viewer by the end of today, for this week, on Monday, you will have a chance to win $100 as well. Okay, top 10 viewers have a 1 in 10 chance, right? Because we're only picking out of 10 people. But that's because they tuned in all week. They had the highest watch time. They had the most chats. And they also predicted whether Bitcoin would be more or less than the beginning of the stream's price every day, the most out of anybody. So that's the best way to get ranked up. and be in the top 10 list, and then you have a lot higher chance to be one of our giveaway winners. So make sure that you tune in every week, and you have a chance to be a better winner. So Solana, very easier chance to be a winner. Start with I'm gonna start a 4 hour on Solana. Well, nah, let's start a weekly. Weekly on Solana. Remember, weekly on Solana, we are inside that order block. I do like this turning point we're getting now, but notice this weekly. This weekly candle is not closing over last week's high. So right now, weekly chart, all I would say is if we want to continue, you know, into next week, I would say just into next week, because I do think we can come back, bounce off 100, you know, then blow from there. But if we want to continue into next week, maybe possibly having a breakout maybe through that high we set back in December, I really first need to see this thing close over 111, okay? We get a closure over 111 in 2 days and 6 hours, then Solana might get a big chance to break out following next week on our weekly chart. Let's go to the daily. Daily here, this is a pretty healthy retracement, right? So guess what we got? On the oscillator, first off, that's the first thing I'll look for on the oscillator is... I lost my favorites thing, but it's fine. Is this little area right here. Okay. This area right here. Hey, we love you too, India. Don't worry. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in and placing your entry. Now, yes, so this level right here for that trend continuation, right, on the oscillator. Well, guess what that more than likely will line up with, right? More than likely it's going to line up with this candle high there, right? So if this were to happen, I think this would be a beautiful setup for a possible trade yet again. Remember, we traded this from 97 into that 115 level with a beautiful risk to reward. So if you traded that with us, like I think last week, beautiful setup. This retracement, though, is super solid for a possible continuation. So it coming back into this level here above that change of character is what I would mostly watch. Watch for a bounce between 106 and 101. Right, oscillator comes down. It treats that previous higher high, in this case when it broke out, as a support level again. You get a higher low, and then we get a nice bounce and continuation, possibly to go retest 116, and then hopefully above that we go maybe break out of 125.97. So that is possible if we see that healthy retracement. I will say right now, like anything on the daily, if Solana closes below the low of 111. You'll probably see another day. Maybe that retraces. This is 2 back-to-back days. So sometimes, you know, you get a 2 candle retracement. The third day is bullish. So if that third day is bullish, which would be awesome, look to see if it wants to close over today's high of 114.35. If that happens, then maybe we get that nice bounce back early. But for now, we could let this thing go down to 103, 104-ish. As high as 106, but the oscillators tells you everything, to be honest. The oscillator tells you everything. It looks really solid for that kind of move. Let's dive to the 4 hour. As you can see here, we're trying to hold support over this higher low, right? That higher low is okay to watch because, I mean, you are off that change of character, off that resistance there. Okay, coming off of that bounce there, right? What we talked about before, it broke out. But now look here, it's trying to break that higher low. That's not a great sign of this thing on the 4 hour wanting to continue. But comparing it with the daily could be a nice little setup eventually for a bounce. But let's see here. What do we see on the oscillator? Well, oscillator, remember we have bearish divergence. We had a nice little breakout move here. Turning point there, locked in that bearish divergence, and then it just broke this swing point. But look how extended it is on this sell-off. So we very much could get this same similar V, right? Could get that same similar V like we got here. Here's pretty much a good example of what just happened that might be repeating. Here's this trend formation, higher low, higher low, higher low, breaks out, comes back down, V bounce, and then it sets a higher low yet again, makes that trend. So higher low, higher low, higher low, comes back out. It broke that previous higher low, but it just held, right? So that's pretty much what I would want to watch on this 4 hour right now. Does this high low hold? If this thing gets broken, more than likely you're definitely going to come down here, retest 105. If that does get a closure over that previous higher low. If not, what I would see is look for that V bounce, watch for a break over this high 113.34, and then maybe we'll get that continuation into 117 on that. So oscillator though is going to guide me the entire way here on this trade. It's probably my favorite indicator for actually confirming if, you know, we're getting a nice setup. But again, this is a lower low, right? So coming into that, we would look for a lower high if we were to get some type of head and shoulder setup, which would be, you know, here's your shoulder, here's your head. You would get another shoulder here, it'd go like that, right? But notice if I do this and I hit the daily here, if we get that, then we are continuing a nice retracement into this move there for that bounce off of this range of 104, 103, right? So that's essentially what could happen on a lower time frame to drive us into that healthy retracement on a daily chart. But let me see here. All right. Solana, that's pretty much what we're looking for right now, guys. Hopefully you all got it. View on Matic. Well, remember, Matic, we have our trade still playing out on Matic. Right now, Matic, we're trying to get this closure over 95.88. We're trying to get a breakout over 95.88, okay? If we can get that, then we're targeting right now 101, okay? 101 is that high target. 95.88 is that clean break. We took some off. We pretty much just locked in our initial investment right here at 91.98, right at the bottom of this 4-hour order block. Now we're seeing if we can get that full breakout on Matic. So Matic is 101. That's our target right now. We'll see what it ends up being in the next few days. So keep an eye on that. But let's see here. Let's see. Let's move to gold for our gold fiends. I know you guys have been waiting on gold. Gold. And gold's make me mad. All right, so, you know, we are really not liking gold, obviously below 209. But guess what? Gold decided to continue its consolidation and be extremely boring, right? No gold trend continuation. Now, I will say 4 hours still has potential, right? We did get a change of character to the bull side, which is quite interesting to me that we got that this early. But, you know, I don't fight it, right? You can see, though, on gold, we've had a bit of interesting trade-offs with change of characters. No change of characters have been holding. Usually when no change of character holds, that means it's in quite literally the worst consolidation ever, which makes sense, right? Didn't hold here. BOS happened there, still didn't hold, finally broke down. Now we're getting another change of character, but we're still inside that sell side imbalance. You can see that we are also rejecting these lows here, right? Or sorry, not rejecting, but we're inside these lows here, roughly right there. So, you know, we're going to see if price wants to hold below 220. But again, what happens? We don't look to take an entry unless it shows us an opportunity to take an entry. Those of you that looked at this and said, oh, look at gold right here rejecting this low on this 4 hour, which I bet some of you got hammered on this, got liquidated in the past day based on this candle right here, right? I bet some of you, this candle right here killed you, right? You probably shorted off this candle and just got completely obliterated today because it did this stop run, right? Well, I will tell you that this is why you want the oscillator in your wheelhouse, because look what happened here. When this up here happened, right? What happened to the trend in the oscillator? The oscillator trend broke on this bullish move. When the oscillator trend breaks on that bullish move, then I'm seriously, I'm not going to consider any shorting opportunity whatsoever. I need the oscillator to be in line with the current price action of gold if I want to take this. This is what we were talking about the past 2 days. We saw how aggressive this oscillator was being with the amount of volume that came into gold when it broke that low. We were like, man, that's like weird that the oscillator is already fully extended and it's not showing us a decent pattern. Well, here you go. This is exactly why. It's pretty much saying too many sellers or too many people were pretty much probably getting clapped on the downside here. They're just getting hammered, right? They're just getting hit out a million times coming down there, right? A bunch of liquidations happen. That's probably why you got that volatility. Guess what happens? Usually people, after they start covering shorts, people that are actually on the winning side, they cover out And then now we wait until we get that next setup. Now, obviously, we do have a downtrend formation, but I need to see bearish setting up, some type of bearish setup on the oscillator before I can consider a gold, short, okay? So that's pretty much what we're watching on gold is this thing. Even though it's could be rejecting a downtrend, the oscillator doesn't set up properly with it. So I'm not going to consider this whatsoever. So that's pretty much my 2 cents on gold here. We'll see if it wants to set up. But again, price action has been absolute garbage on gold. I would not recommend trading this right now. Just go find something else. There's a million other, like if you trade Forex, you trade these pairs, a million other pairs to trade. You don't need to be trading gold because you like it. I mean, right now it's garbage price action. Not really worth trading. Daily chart on gold. Today, if we were to actually maybe look bearish on gold, for one, I need to see a rejection below this change character of 209.59 on the daily. But essentially, I need this to come back here and give me a bearish turning point. Show me a bearish turning point at or below these higher lows that got formed on the oscillator. And that would pretty much occur somewhere in this range here. So I would like this day to close much lower than this. This is too strong of a day for me to consider short on gold. So those of you that love your gold, there you go. Don't be dumb. Wait for the price action. Don't be impatient, okay? Please. Please don't be impatient. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASI. Where are we at? 50. Okay, we're almost perfectly in line with our normal timing before we jump into the wheel. In just a second, we'll jump into the wheel for you guys. Now, you guys know the ordeal. If the NASDAQ is trading above the Neo cloud on the daily chart, I don't consider any bearish setup. And there you go. NASDAQ's still trading above the Neo. 17,376, right, is the top of that Neo cloud. So if we come down into that, remember, I don't take these exit points lightly. When I see these exit points happening, when I see these exit points popping up, you actually would want to consider them. This is a part of the signals and overlays indicator, right? That exit point there, pretty much at the all-time high. It's pretty much screaming at you, and it tells you automatically that it's like, please take some off here. Okay, it's like, okay, absolutely, I respect you. We got some TPs on the way up because look what happened shortly after. We got 2 of those. We had a nice retracement. So if you were in an actual like short-term trade type of swing, that that would have been a nice little exit point for sure because it's at a high, and then you don't have to question it, right? You're just done with some of your position. You just take out your initial investment and let the rest ride, right? It's very possible that was a beautiful spot to be trading, right? So we'll see what happens here in the next few days, but again, the trend is still strong. No reason to get out of this. Trend strength, guys, is 91%, as the dashboard says. I'm actually going to change this dashboard. Let me move this real quick. Dashboard location top right. As you can see on the dashboard, and I guess we can make it a little bit bigger too. 1 second. Let me do normal. This trend strength's 91%. Why do you want to fight a 91% trend, okay? Exactly. Don't fight 91% trend. Trend strength's there. NASDAQ on the daily long-term hold. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean you can't take short-term trades, right? A lot of you, I'm sure, especially with the NASDAQ, are probably trading prop firms, which means you're trading 15-minute, maybe 1 hour max, right? But I would suggest, okay, please, for the love of God, at least look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is a huge chart and time frame to look at for helping you identify actually if it's worth that day shorting or longing, right? Today, massive sell-off, right? Massive sell-off today with this continuation. You could see we were, having bad turning points. When I see bad turning points, I don't trade whatsoever. I don't like these weird turning points together. They don't make sense. Look at these perfect swing points here, right? That's a perfect gap swing point. Bad turning points. It finally retraced. Perfect turning point. Money flow flip. You had a nice 2-leg move, right? So essentially, we got bad turning points right now. Higher high turns over because we had a big dump candle. I'm pretty sure that was on. I have to look at the news. I think we had news on this Friday, but it doesn't matter right now. So right now, honestly, on a 4 hour chart for the NASDAQ, you got a lower high, right? Lower high. I mean, I would definitely lean bearish. I mean, you have a bearish change character as well. You have a lower high. Now, this is temporary, right? This is only a 4 hour chart. So You know, me bearish on a 4-hour chart for NASDAQ would be a retest of this 17,650, okay? Now, where is there a setup? That's, you know, that's pretty much where you have to look to see whether or not, you know, we want to get actually a continuation off of this. Now, we extended quite a bit on this first retracement, came back up, finally fell off. I would want to see some type of actual bear structure formation somewhere in this area to actually consider a short position. You have an imbalance sitting there right now, and this is struggling at the moment, but it's like, you know, if I'm going to short this thing, I need to, you know, show me some bearish price action. Let me go to the 1 hour here. This is a little bit better, right? This is actually a lot better. So essentially now what I would look for, look, we broke this low, right? We took out that low. We're getting a nice little bounce back. This is where the oscillator comes into play. Oscillator also broke this low, right? Getting a little bit of a bounce back now. If we get a bearish turning point on the 1 hour chart somewhere right here, I need a bearish turning point. Your risk to reward is going to be really nice. You have a higher probability of it at least retesting this low. Now, 1000% over, guys. You understand, especially when you're trading, that, you know, you can't, for one, I mean, this is cliche, but you literally cannot win 100% of your trades. It would be very nice to be able to do that, but it's not possible. So every single setup is not going to work, right? Everyone's going to take losers at some point, but why not stack the odds on your side, right? Why not wait until everything tells you, okay, this is worth taking a trade on? In this case, right now, the odds are starting to stack on our side on the NASDAQ. You have a 1 hour change of character, right? That happened earlier in 9 a.m. You have a lower low on the oscillator after setting a higher high. That's beautiful for a reversal setup. Now, all you need is another turning point to the downside to guarantee that you have the best odds stacked on your side, okay? So in this case, you would need some type of bearish setup occurring below this change of character of 17,912, which would happen roughly around this 50%, that 50 level on the oscillator. And then I would identify a short opportunity, and then I would target this low or even this order block that you're seeing printing down here. So again, right now, it's in the process on the 1 hour for the NASDAQ to implement a short position. It's not there yet, though. So we'll keep an eye on it. And then, you know, come Monday, we'll look back over it, see what ended up happening. Okay? All right. That's a good place to go into the wheel. Let me look at crude oil really quickly. Crude oil just bounced. Natural gas, those of you asking about that earlier, there's really no reason. This thing is as bare as it can get. This thing's just getting completely hammered. If you've been shorting this, that's all I would suggest doing right now. It's having a little bit of a retracement, but look, you can't fight this trend. The trend is your friend in this case, 100%. 94% trend strength on this guy. Notice this thing has never come back to touch this Neo Cloud. I'm not trading this until it comes back to touch that Neo Cloud, okay? So yeah, it's short for days. Here's your 3 signal. TP. I mean, this thing just wants to keep going. So natural gas, absolutely terrible. Let's look at the euro really quickly. All right. So the euro, remember, we discussed this past few days, that it's setting up a potential reversal, right? And it's starting to show that reversal, right? It's coming, right? It's really wanting to break out. Now, we talked about this before. If we get this actual reversal, I want a full break through that high there, right? Through this order block. Let's get this order block out of the way. The high is 108, right? 108.058. But 108, let's get a full closure pump through that level. And then I'm trading this move, right? This is why patience comes in and why 4-hour and daily timeframes are way better to trade, because it forces you to be patient. Now, in this case right now, I want to see something like this, right? If we get a full reversal, what's going to happen is this thing's going to break out with this candle here on the oscillator. Then it would make a full probably retracement back to the 50% or 50 level. That money flow will flip back bullish, indicating that the bullish trend is ready. And then if you get a nice turning point somewhere around 50, then that's where I would play it off of. So we got probably a few more days before this thing actually sets up for a nice reversal, but it's coming, right? So we'll see if it does. If it continues on this pattern that's doing, we're looking really good for this thing to eventually maybe make a bullish setup. So overall Euro USD is pretty good right now for maybe in the next day or two a bullish setup. Guys, we just hit 100 likes. Awesome. That is our goal per stream, to hit that 100 likes. Come next week, though, I'm going to challenge you guys a bit. I want to hit 125 likes next week if you want to do that $300 giveaway again. So next week, we're bumping it to 125 likes, okay, to kind of challenge you guys to get back into it. SPX and NQ, rally is similar. We can look at the ES really quick because ES is green today. But again, don't fight the trend on ES. Trend's your friend. It's not really this thing. I would be long for days on this. Yet again, this thing tried to fall today. Didn't. This thing's actually moving a lot better than NASDAQ right now. If this gets a breakout, you're probably going to see a really nice move. 1 hour on this. If I can get that oscillator. The 1 hour on this literally broke out of that change of character. The NASDAQ, remember, is still below its change of character. So NASDAQ I like a lot more short opportunity on than I do the ES. So really focus on that. Okay, let's get to the wheel. Pepe in the house. Everybody say, hey, what's up, Pepe? How you doing, Pepe? Let me open this window. 1 sec. It's a little roasty in here. Can't wait to get to a bigger space, man. It's gonna be so nice. Be so nice. All right, guys. If you're on the if you're on Instagram, we just went over gold there. People asking on Instagram if we went over gold. We literally just went over gold. Please go check out the YouTube. If you're on Instagram, you want to be a part of the bruh coming in here. I know you're messing with me. I know you. Man said, should we short Bitcoin or Solana? Goodness gracious, you guys. Anyway, Pepe is ready for us. But guys, if you're on the Instagram live stream and you want to be a part of the $300 giveaway, you have to be in the YouTube live to place your entry, okay? If you want to be a winner, you have to be subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed, okay? That's the other thing. Have to be subscribed. Got an hour and 14 left on the entries. We have 120 entries right now. Top 10 viewers on Monday. Top 10 viewers this week on Monday will have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. Right now, well, I will say since there's 3, you have a higher chance, right, to be a winner. But right now, there's 120 of you guys versus 10 of you. So that's why you tune in every day to be one of our top 10 viewers, okay? You have a lot better chance, okay? Man said, God. All right, Pepe is here. You guys threw in your chat. What did he say? But are we ready for Pepe? Pepe did some deep thinking last night. It was like, all right, Jacob, I just want to let you know tomorrow I'm going to be on it. So let's see if he can live up to his word. And Pepe, let's go. Oh, hold on. Pepe wants it. Pepe wants it for sure. All right, Pepe, what you got for us? First pick of the day. First pick of the day. You cannot mess this up unless you fall off. Wow, going right into the British pound. Okay, nice. Get that done early. All right, British pound. All right. British pound, man. Whoa, 1 hour looks good. Okie dokie. Now, this is actually quite interesting, I will say. Quite interesting indeed. This thing has broken over its last lower high, right? Last 2 lower highs in that case. That being said, bounce off this bottom order block twice on the 4 hour. Let's go to that daily. Ooh. This is interesting. Now, overall, if I want a longer swing on this, I would want to actually break out of 126, 127. That's the high of this candle here, that lower high there. But I will say, on the 4 hour, the 4 hour looks pretty good, to be honest. Now, if we want a full confirmation, we need to make sure that these highs want to hold, right? These highs here, I want to see them hold if we want full confirmation. Now, notice on the oscillator is a little weird, a little weak. It hasn't really had good price action to play with. It finally got an extension, right? But notice you got a nice little V bounce here, which is what we like to see sometimes with a move yet again. So that being said, let's see today first on the 4 hour, or see this 4 hour closure. We got 2 hours, 49 minutes on it. This 4 hour closure to close over this high of 126. If that happens, could be a possible entry off the 126 level if we get that retracement. But you do have order blocks sitting up there. But overall, not bad. This thing actually might go up. You might in next, day or two, maybe on Monday, get that move to 126.5. It is going into the weekend though. But I like the oscillator setup for this actually to continue. But like I said, we're stuck in an aggressive downtrend, so it's not anything that I'm always like, hey, you need a long here. We're still in this downtrend, so essentially, like a really proper move, right? You have a high low here. Would take out that order block, then come back, and I'll take entry down here. Take below 126 again. So GBP not bad though. This thing is also setting up for a nice reversal. I had a higher low off this order block before, hence why you should respect the order blocks, because look at that beautiful bounce off that order block right there, and the second time there. So higher low formation. Honestly, going from this candle to that candle, if you're trading lower time frames, would have been money. This candle to that candle would have been really nice for that breakout. But great job if you are in that. Great job. Okay, now GBP. Yeah, watch now. I would say my first target would be 126.394. Second target would be 126.560. If it gets up over that, I'm gonna look myself. I'm gonna look for a nice setup into that. But okay, let's move on. I probably should set up a Pepe's back, ready to party. See if we can continue this. XAI, nice. XAI. Can I get a hee-haw? He said. Goodness gracious. Hee-haw. Oh my gosh. Yo, guys. Alright. I mean, I know it's not your fault, but you are literally killing me with these currencies that have 50 decimal places. I can't, like, it's so, like, silly. It makes no sense to me, these decimal places. They're just absolutely insane how many there are. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 decimal places. That's insane. Now, I will say, though, I do overall like this, whoever mentioned this one, I do like the current price action it's had, so that's good. Price action is pretty clean on this. But notice what we got here. What do we have? Interesting. Okay, this could be a false change character formation. We do have plenty of room to the downside. But man, look at the oscillator here. This is similar to what we saw on gold, right? Gold to that breakdown. I would want to see if this wants to continue, right? Right now, downside target would be like right here, right? Downside target would be 925.18757. Killing me. 925.18757 would be that downside target if it comes down there. But this low here, I mean, you're sitting at 95, right? That, is trying to test it right now. The low of this 96.38, right? But once again, if we can get a full extension to this thing here, I think it'll be extended enough to show a nice reversal. But are stuck in that change of character on the 4 hour. The daily time frame, similar situation. 92842 would be a nice hold over, right? I don't want to hold over that. You have plenty of decision making right here in this range, right? But again, that change character is sitting right down there, right? So if I were to pull this, to here, you get something similar to that. Now, that being said, this is what I really like about it. It's because the Fibonacci 50% retracement lines up with the previous high. That means you had a very nice clean breakout. A retracement would be, a 50% retracement would be absolutely the healthiest it could be for a beautiful trend, right? Now, this is coming from that previous swing. Now, if we were to even pull it from here, we should still get something similar, right? Yeah, right into the 5-8 comes down into this range here that we drew that box there, right? Perfectly lines up with that box we drew, right? So this area would be my target to the downside right now with this bearish change character. Now, obviously, we need to break through this low of 95. It gets through that low, then I think you easily hit into the 90 or close to 90, but we'll see what it ends up today, because remember, gold had this breakdown with these lower highs forming on the oscillator, and then it actually ends up bouncing. So we'll see how this plays off going into like these lows down here, but right now, definitely bearish with that change character formation. How many points does Mickey have today? To be honest, let's be honest. How many points does Mickey have right now? Let's see. You guys are dueling here. Mickey still has 237 points, guys. He stole 137 points from somebody. That's crazy. Somebody dueled Mickey and lost a lot of points. That's why you don't duel, my friends. You could whoever lost 137 points to Mickey, or if you lost that many, if you would have guessed the right price Bitcoin at the end, or predicted Bitcoin at the end of the stream, you probably would have been in that top 10. So hopefully you didn't wager all your points. Hopefully you didn't wager all your points. All right. Now, or duel all your points. Everybody dueling Mickey. All right, let's move on. XAI though, bearish on that 4 hour. I want to see how that 4 hour candle closes. All right, this thing's just going off again. Link, wow. All right, we're on it today. We got Link in the house. We've been talking about Link for a minute, right? About this hold over 19, right? 19 is this price point we're really watching. But Jacob, why 19? Well, good question, because we have this beautiful level to focus on. So 19 is right there, 1914, right? This is actually a pretty clean retracement so far, to see if maybe this thing does want to continue. But here you go. We had this nice little higher, lower highs, higher lows right here. It breaks here, right at 63. We're starting to get this little bit of retracement. This inevitably could come to like 1880s, like high 18s, 19, right, level. But right now, that 19 point is pretty much where that high is sitting. So we want to continue to see how price reacts to previous highs. If Link can continue to hold above that previous high, let's see here. I think we'll be okay. Now, you had that bearish change character. You had a bearish lower high, and here you go. All right, now I wouldn't be shorting Link, right? But this is my overall example to why with gold. I was telling you earlier to be patient, right? To be patient, because here's your 4 hour on Link and why a short played out good up here for lower time frames, and why I'm looking for the same situation on gold. It's because notice here the oscillator higher low, higher low, higher low. Lower high, look at this, lower low got formed. Now, if you wait for that lower high, and then you also got a confirmed lower high up there, off of this level right here, you could have had a nice short opportunity with a nice stop loss up here, and you'd be well in profit right now. So you could have gotten a short right off of 20 bucks. You would be down at 1941. That's essentially why you wait for that pattern to form on the oscillator to help you out. So long as it matches the price action, you're looking really good, have higher probability, you're stacking the odds in your favor, okay? So always be patient with your trades. Now, overall though, on Link, extremely bullish. This is what I was saying about with Link in a lower time frame format. When I see that 4 hour setup, I could dive into a 15-minute look for a short, right? How long do I wait to know if I beat Mickey? It should, if it accepted it, it just depends. Because Mickey, if a bunch of people are pinging Mickey duels, and then it's going to take a while to duel Mickey. So I have no idea. Don't ask me. Ask the bot. I don't think the bot will actually tell you, but who knows? Mickey got 230 points now. He's just stealing points left and right. All right, but here you go. For daily charts, the biggest reason why we're still extremely bullish on this. If we get a nice healthy retracement, we want to see a bounce off that 68 on the oscillator, but also continuous hold over, honestly, 18. You could say 18, hop of this, 1880 would be your lowest point on that. Link volume coming down a bit. Oscillator, though, look at this. Oscillator. Signals and overlays setting up nicely, still holding above that Neo Cloud. The Neo Cloud's sitting at 1855. So you could even talk about that price point at some point because it's sitting within, you know, this nice volume level. If support anywhere holds above 1850 at the lowest, honestly, then I think this trend is just fine to continue. I think it's just a matter of, like I said, crypto freeze today. Everything's kind of settling right now at these highs. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out on Link. I can go, let's go to the weekly really quick. Weekly chart, though. Weekly chart, I do like, you know, we had that turning point and why, you know, the following week is now closed up, right? It is a little bit less, but now this week we have 2 days left. We'll see if, you know, if we, in 2 days, we get a nice bull run. We break out over 2693 and hold that price. I like it. But notice here, we're inside still a sell imbalance, right? We're inside a pretty aggressive sell imbalance on the weekly. Makes sense why there's going to be leftover sell orders here because that happened in 22 of January, right? So, I mean, obviously it's 2 years ago, but in this case, they can still be there. Right? They can definitely still be there. But overall, let's actually, you know what? I'm going to pull up a fixed range profile as well on this. Let's see if that actually came into play at all. I don't think it would have, but it's very possible. So here you go. It is. Yep. So this is, just loves messing with me. All right. So this is technically still could be treating that, you know, high volume value range, right? Still, you know, within the majority of the volume level here. Makes sense why breaking out of this is now watching for that support above 19. It did get a nice clean break above it, right? And so, you know, let's make sure that 19 holds. The previous week's high before this 2 weeks ago, high was 1886, and that's another great reason to consider that 1850 as your low. But again, we're at the top of this value range here on the volume profile. Now, it is a little different than most of ours, but again, still top of that value range. So that being considered, that bull flag break rate TP1 is always top of value range. But let's see if it can hold yet again over 19 and then Link, I think, from there. Should have no problem maybe filling that imbalance. So we'll see what happens. Remember, guys, you can only enter the giveaway once. If you are a top 10 viewer by the end of today, on Monday, you have a 1 in 10 chance as well to win. For the giveaways right now, we have 130 entries. All right, so we'll be picking 3 winners at the end of the stream, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you join the Discord if you want to get your winnings quickly. And please, if you win, reach out to me. Please, in Discord, LuxAlgo-Jacob. I'm an admin in the LuxAlgo Discord. You can type exclamation Discord as well if you want to know how to join that. It is free. All right. Let's see here. Mr. Pepe in the house. Here we go. What you got for me? What you got for me? Come on. It got stuck. Nice. All right, TRB. That's insane. TRB USD. Max Lee won 1 point from Jensen. Nice. TRB, man, that thing had a massive spike. Mickey cleaned you out his entire 13 point. Mickey's coming back, man. He just he got pissed yesterday. He's just winning the duels now. Honestly, the duels are just random, by the way. Mickey with 243 points now. That's nuts. All right. TRB. What do we do with TRB? Let me take that off. There we go. TRB, my friends. Okay, this is interesting. Oscillator. Wow, this is like back and forth like crazy. Oscillator, right? Oscillator set a higher high. Now it's back down here. And it still has a chance to set a higher low. But notice what happened before it hit that high, right? You had a lower low. So this is quite interesting. This could be potentially flipping and doing something like that, where you get a, goodness gracious, you get a bounce here and then like reject like this, right? Turning point somewhere there, which would mean you would get a nice thing like that. Now, I think right now though, 4 hour in this case for TRB, we do have quite a bit of resistance that could act as support, right? Honestly, this is what you do here. That's what we watch. Let's pull up our fixed range profile because this thing is so choppy. Yeah, this is a hard one because of the wicks. I'm gonna just do here to here. So here you go. Majority volume of this value range is right where it rejected. This is a big example of why you started the range right, end of the range right, or current price. This is a big reason why you want to draw those fixed range profiles. You can see, bam, top of the value range rejects, right? In my opinion, I would want to have held up over 126 because of this previous high, but it broke through that. Now you're pretty much watching this higher low, which is 118 roughly, this price point here with a POC setting. Honestly, let's talk about the POC. POC is 120. Okay, right now, TRB, if it's going to hold 120, then we can stay bullish, okay? Maybe get that bounce back, go retest with 136 again. That's fine. Over 120, it's okay. If it breaks below 120, I would look a little bit bearish. Let's look at that daily here and talk about it. You can see here, yet again, this, I mean, it makes sense. You have that bullish change of character, and your, massive value range here. That 120 is a pretty decent price range. I mean, honestly, I'm going to pull up a fixed range profile here as well. Let's see. Gosh, that candle is just insane. Yeah, this one here to there. So you can see here, all the trading volume is happening within this range. If you get a retracement down to 118, you can see that support again. But honestly, if we want to continue this trend, we really, really need to see it bounce off 126, roughly 125. I would want to see that more than I would want to see 120. But the 4 hour there, 120 lined up nicely. Next, upside target 140. That's the top of this value range and this bigger move. Plus, it's the top of right here where this big dump happened. But after 140 here, you're going to hit, look at the volume shelf that just drops off big time. So if it can close over 140, I think you hit that target of 156, 160 where that order block's sitting. But again, 125, 126 here is really important on TRB on this daily. But the 4 hour here, I would say 120, okay? So keep an eye on that right now. I wouldn't fight it to the bear side yet until it shows bear structure. If you get a head and shoulders, though, that's very possible to get bear structure. Here's your shoulder. Here's your head. We would have to see that next shoulder somewhere right here like that. So keep an eye on that for TRB. See if that were to form for the downside. But right now, bullish setup. That dump, yeah, insane. I normally would say, guys, please don't give me symbols where people can just, liquidate whoever they want because they're holding a bag on these. But the price action currently is not terrible, so definitely okay to look at. Sordik won against Mickey for 62 points. Sordik back in it, baby. Nice. Sordik took away some of his points. All right. TRB off the board. Let's see here. What we're doing. Mr. Pepe. Pepe's back. Let's go, Pepe. What do we got? Continue with the banger picks. All right, we're not doing this now, man. We're not even close to being done. We're not doing this now, Pepe. Let's try this again. One more time for me. Nice. See? Easy peasy. Render. RNDR. Mickey just won a point back. RNDR, my friends. Let me take that off. And this one, by far, one of my favorites right now. By far, one of my favorites right now. I'm actually watching for potential entry after this breakout, so I'll tell you what we're looking for. Daily, though, didn't see this. It was actually looking good earlier, but no, I mean, this is still fine, to be honest. We'll see how it plays out, though. 4 hour here. Daily candle, that's a pretty aggressive wick, to be honest. Maybe sweeping those highs, right? Now, if I were to, first off, look for a setup, the one thing I like a lot is the fact that we're coming out of bearish money flow. So we haven't hit the bullish money flow yet. Extended to the downside, higher low, higher low, higher low on the daily. We're up here extended yet again with a breakout, right? So we go this 4 hour now. We have these highs to think about. Now, oscillator on the 4 hour looks a lot better, right? If we come back down, this would be a shorter trade for me, in my opinion. But if we come back down, treat this trend, right? Treat the trend properly. We set a higher high. Essentially, I would want to see a higher low formation somewhere above that previous higher low, somewhere up here, probably off of these guys right here. That would happen inside this imbalance and above that BOS. So it happening anywhere above this BOS, possible trend opportunity, especially with that high sitting there. Everything kind of lines up right now. So, you know, what do I look for if I'm going to take an entry off of this? That's a bad one. Let me do it here. It's a better formation here. Off of this high here. Got the BOS lined up there. There you go. What am I going to look for, right? So what I'm going to look for is that turning point. That turning point is my confirmation. When a turning point happens, that's your full-on confirmation that this wants to actually continue trend. Now, this is a 4-hour time frame, right? Look what happened here. You know, this turning point happened here on this large impulse candle. But look, you had 3 more 4-hour periods that continued that trend to the upside. So if you get another bullish candle here, you're going to get a nice turning point when it tries to bounce off that BOS and that previous high. Everything kind of lining up nicely there. And then, you know, I would consider a possible trade on a lower time frame back up to like, you know, 560 roughly, possibly a breakout. But overall right now, it's barely peaked into that overbought territory. So it's very likely that this thing could actually continue to blow through these highs, which I really like here. Here's your weekly. This weekly right now, obviously, I would like to see it close over 501. Be nice. It looks like it should have no problem doing that. You have a weekly turning point there. This daily candle right now is not bad because essentially it hasn't peeled over yet. This daily candle is going to need 2 or 3 more bearish days for this thing to break back out. But we got 4 hours left on this daily. See if it can close over yesterday's high of 536.78. That'd flip it back green. And maybe on that 4 hour, we get that bounce and then we get the continuation to tomorrow. But we'll see how this daily closes. If this closes on a hammer, we might be a little bit more skeptical, which is this candle formation right now. But, you know, 502, though, is where we'd watch next if we were to actually take maybe a better, you know, more confirmed entry here on RNDR. So overall, though, would have wanted a better, you know, entry like right here on this turning point. This turning point is what I would have fully taken for a trade right here. This guy. Stop here, targeting a breakout. That's what I would have originally taken. But again, that, you know, that's for a daily swing. If we're talking, you know, 4 hour, yeah, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 day overnight swing, then that, you know, what we talked about already is what I would look for on RNDR, is a bounce somewhere around the 511 price. So let's see what happens there. And then, you know, if it happens, then you'll see that I took entry at some point, you know, in the next few streams coming up. So that's what I would wait for. Let's see here. Mickey, 181 points, man. You guys are dueling away still. All right. Render, though, lovely price action. This is what we talk about when we look at clean price, look for clean price action. Render is one of those clean price action plays, okay? All right. I need a sip of water. You guys doing for 1 point cracks me up. Back to Pepe. Pepe, keep up the good work, my friend. Keep up the good work. Give us a good pick. Give us a good pick. All right. That's good. All right. Remember, you get 3 chances, my friend. You get 3 chances, okay? You get 3 chances. No, yes, you do. No, you get 3 chances. You know the rules. You know the rules. All right. It's your last and final chance, my friend. Pepe, for the love of God, please pick something, okay? And don't be indecisive today. Do not be indecisive today. Thank you. See, that's all it takes. It just takes one easy spin, and you got it. All right. On to Apple. Pepe's at it again, man. He thought he learned his lesson yesterday. He put him in timeout and everything. He might learn, and he's starting to learn his lesson, right? He's starting to learn his lesson. Okay. Apple, man. This thing quite interesting, to be honest. Had earnings, nice little gap down, got bought back that exact same day, which is crazy. All right here, right? No, actually, that was the day after it gapped down. That was weird. Massive gap down, got back pretty aggressively, went back, set a lower high, right? Lower high here, boom. Okay, so here's your 4 hour. Guys, I can't stress it enough how important it is to see how the oscillator plays similar. Look what happened here. This is textbook. Hold on, sorry. Keep forgetting to do that. This is textbook on Apple, right? Or textbook just trading, 100%. Alt J, you better work for me here. Why isn't it working today? H. Do I have to click on this? That's because I have the wrong thing. Alt J. Here you go. Boom. All right. Tesla goes up, sets a lower high. This is from that lower high, right? When it sets that lower high, oscillator, goes up, sets a high, right? Guess what happens? Sells off aggressively, breaks that previous lower high in the oscillator, right? Right here, it broke it. When that breaks, comes back down, bounces. Right here on this candle, you get a confirmed lower high from the oscillator. You get a confirmed lower high that happened here. Bam, there. Easily take a swing short, target these lows, right? In that case, drives it back down. Look where we're at now. Now we're starting to set up a potential bullish divergence. But again, the oscillator broke that low, then set a lower high, right? That's essentially most of what I would like to look for. See if it follows the same pattern as price, and then play accordingly, right? So that's absolutely beautiful setup there that happened on Apple for a short opportunity off of that lower high. Now, where we're at now, we're starting to show, this is indicating a bullish divergence right now. Coming off of this weird 4 hour there. I wouldn't fully consider this bullish divergence just due, it is technically, right? You have a lower low forming on price. You have a higher low, a very tiny higher low forming on the oscillator. So this could be, now, for those of you that remember, when we talk about divergences, right? When we see these divergence lines get printed on the oscillator, what we say is, that is your first sign that a reversal could be coming, right? You don't just say, hey, divergence, like, bam, I need to trade this. Unless it's extremely perfect, which that happens sometimes, you can trade it, right? But overall, not a huge deal that you just jump into it right away. Now, here you go. On this one, this is beautiful too. Here's the daily chart on Apple. Apple daily, coming back down, retesting these lows. Oscillator setup is beautiful. Here's your similar head and shoulders type setup on the oscillator with that turning point driving you lower. This turning point happened on this candle. You had that perfect move to the downside, right? So always things to look at here. So, but, guess what? We're in a range. So what do we do when we're in a range? Well, we see where this low happened. We go back when it lined up about the same, which was roughly right here. Let's say right here. Yeah, we went into it right there. And bam. Here you go. So guess where your POC setting? PO sitting on Apple sitting at 177, right? We still have bearish action showing on the oscillator. So I honestly would still lean bearish on this daily time frame for Apple. Now we are inside of, a daily support kind of area that's been holding roughly at 81 on the 80s. This is our third time coming to this. Why is it holding that price, you may ask? You can see here, this has been a significant level before, right? Resistance here, broke through, nice imbalance sitting there as well. Resistance there, broke down, broke out. Support, support, support. Now, this is our, looks like fourth time actually coming back into this. So if Apple fully comes back and touches in the 80s again, you might actually see that break maybe down to this POC of 177. So bearish price action, everything's leaning bearish on Apple right now. Not telling you that this ain't going to bounce here, but if a bearish setup occurs, which is why, I wouldn't be shorting here. I would have been short up here to retest. And on the 4 hour, I wouldn't be shorting here. I'd be short up here. If I was going to short this, I would want to see that full break and then a retest of that breaking point yet again to double confirm. But that's where you make sure you identify where you're actually at. No reason to short down here, especially where it's bounced 3 times. We wait for that break maybe look for a setup. Now, if a lower high gets set somewhere up here, there's a possibility we could totally short this. But for now, daily time frame looks like it could totally extend lower. So if you are in a short somewhere above, let's just say, 187, then it's definitely a holding opportunity on Apple. So definitely bearish on Apple right now, where it's at. But it is at support that's held several times before. So, keep an eye on it. Might get a temporary retracement. But if I'm going to go long on Apple, I need a full breakout of 191, okay? Full breakout now, no 191. And yet again, if we get the full breakout of 191, which is that previous lower high, right? I'm going to watch for this type play. I'm going to take my entry right off 191 again after it shows that clean breakout when you get a bullish turning point, and then I'm targeting these highs. Now, if that doesn't occur, if Apple comes down here and just bounces aggressively, goes to 196, guess what? The trade didn't happen for me. That didn't happen. Then I don't enter. I'm not risking anything. Oh, yeah, I might have missed out on a massive run or whatever, but it didn't meet my criteria for an entry, so I didn't take the entry. I didn't risk anything. I didn't lose anything. I didn't win anything. That's totally fine. It didn't hit what I like to see. So guess what? That's why there's, I don't know, what, 10,000 different stocks in the stock market? I can look at other ones, right? We have a temperature issue on the dealio here. Okay, guys, let's continue our press forward. Our good old pal, Pepe, has been doing good today. Pepe's been doing good today, for sure. Let's see if he's going to continue, though. Let's see if he's going to continue. Pepe, bringing him back up. Here we go. XLM, wow, there you go. Nice. He's on it. He's on it now. XLM in the chat. Let's go. All right, guys, current entries. Let's check it. Let's check the entries. 150 entries right now, guys. We're going to pick 3 winners here shortly. The timer on the giveaway is 39 minutes, by the way. I mean, we're going to try to get through these last 4 pretty quickly, too. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. XLM. Daily. Did you see that? Did you see that line that I put there? That's the biggest line that we're watching. This thing is actually, once again, set. I think this is what we looked at. Setting up beautifully. XLM is setting up beautifully. Really quick, Instagram. We're giving away $300 on YouTube. Join the YouTube. You'll see how to enter the giveaway. All right. And we're going to do it here in just a little bit after we finish these last few. XLM, though, downtrend broke, right? Lower low into a higher low broke out. This is starting to show me the right entry opportunity that I would want to see. I want to see a closure, though, over this line. I want to see a closure over this high. That high sitting there is 1170. We get a closure over that. Yet again, I need a retracement for my entry, which would be roughly around the same price, 1170. But what would happen here? Oscillator comes off that high, bounces, does something like that, right? If it comes off that high and makes that setup, definitely will do a trade. But I will say this is where it correlates a little bit differently, right? Notice here oscillator hadn't started turning over yet. This did break its structure. Structure did break here, right? We did went up and set, a new high above that previous lower high. So bullish price action starting to show its moves, right? So this oscillator, if this comes down and actually confirms a nice higher low, what is that candle? What can happen here is, and we're gonna finally get this back to our green, if we get a candle like this with that structure break, you would probably get that turning point like that. And then I'd take my entry on this, target, 12, target 1250 up there, and make a move like that instead. So that's pretty much what I would be watching for as well for those moves, okay? So because of the way the oscillator is trading right now, love these lower highs, love that break. Look at this really quickly, okay? Look at this really quickly. Watch what happens here. Hold on. Let me do a line here. Notice here, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? This broke that lower high. We come off that lower high and we set a turning point above this and then move for that breakout, right? You see what we see here, right? Now watch when I pull up Solana. This is exactly what happened. Lower high, lower high. It's not as clean as it was. But look, break here, like we said. Turning point above that lower high, right? That happened what? Right here on this candle. Happened at 100 nearly. What's the high? High is 101. We had to move right into the high of 118. So beautiful move for that, for a bigger continuation. So that's exactly what we're looking for on XLM. Very similar to what Solana had. That's what I want to see. Okay. So looking really solid here on XLM. Upside targets first bottom of the order block, like we always talk about. 12.0342, 12.3255, 12.6377, and then up here to this swing point as well, 13.22. Okay. Bet. Yo, chat today. You guys are going nuts with the dueling and the entries, but how we doing? How we doing, chat? We're at 168 of you guys now. 168 of you. Everybody doing good though? Hopefully everything's going good other than people just dueling and ish. I mean, you guys are going nuts on that. I haven't heard a single comment from some of you. I've heard a single comment from some of you. Yo! Holy cow! Safa won 100 points for Mickey. Nice. Safa with 100 points for Mickey. I might take off dueling on Monday. We'll see. I'll go let you guys vote. All right. Pepe back in the house. Oh my gosh. Smash that like button even more, my friends. 170 entries now. It's cranking. It is cranking. All right. Let's go to Sui. I know we've been requesting this for a while. Sui, pretty straightforward though. Remember, this was the one. No, it wasn't. I was wondering if this was the one that had that crazy movement or not. This one's been following structure quite amazingly, I will say. I think it is the one, actually. Now, one of these was doing crazy structure. Okay, pretty straightforward, guys. Right now on Sui, I honestly would want to see this thing bounce at 176.28, right? Because it did, after this breakout, come back down and retest his BOS. But imbalance still sitting there. It's very possible you could break below 170. I really want to see support over 170 though for this trend to continue. Sui right now, guess what? It's at all-time highs, right? I think. Let me see here. Hold on. Looking at Coinbase. Let's look at Binance. Let's look at Bitstamp. Let's look at Kraken. Yeah. So it is at all-time highs. So, since we're at all-time highs, right, there's no real targets that we can even consider. Oh, it's Pendle. Yeah, Pendle is freaking nuts. Is that thing still going? Excuse me. Okay. It's finally shown resistance somewhere. Goodness gracious. Okay, Sui. All right, so similar patterns, kind of honestly. Right now, I want to see a clean hold over this open close at 176. See if that can bounce next candle. So tomorrow, let's see a bullish candle close. Get the bullish candle close tomorrow. I think we get a nice move, right? Probably through the high of, I don't know, 197. That'd be really cool to see $2. $2 would be my upside target, honestly. You know, psychological level, even number, $2 would be really nice. Trend continuation would have to occur over 176 though. But I would give this a chance to go to 170, retest that from this previous high low that got set. But you do have a BOS sitting at 164.96. So 165 could be, you know, another support level you could consider. But essentially, don't fight the trend. Trend's your friend in this case. This thing's absolutely cranking. Right now, though, as you can see on that 4-hour, big example of why we would want to watch for this thing to actually bounce. Because it's inside, you know, those previous highs. Nice trend continuation. This would be the level. I will say, though, you had roughly a few times it was trying to bounce and it failed. So we'll see if any of these points in around 176 do want to bounce. But again, remember, we have, I think, this level down here that could play pretty nicely. But 170 is where that order block's sitting. So maybe you can see a little bit of consolidation off of that. Notice here, though, oscillator did break here. So you could treat this zone as maybe a retracement point lower high. But again, if this thing's extending as much as it is, we could be actually getting a pattern that was similar to this, where it comes down and then V bounces like that. It's very possible too. So price would do this. So because it's extended so far. So we'll see how it actually forms here. But definitely strong uptrends. Strong uptrends right now. On SUI, 176 hold is what I want to watch. And then $2 would be my upside target. Man, chat is going nuts, but literally you guys are just you're just dueling each other the entire time and putting entry. All right, we got 2 picks left, guys, and I'm gonna do the giveaway. Okay, so make sure if you want to be a part of the giveaway Instagram, you join the live stream on YouTube and you type !100 to enter the giveaway. Right now, we're picking 3 winners for $100. We have 192 entries, my friends, almost 200 entries. Still not our most. I don't know what happened. That one day we had 400 entries. That was crazy. I don't know what happened that day. But we'll definitely continue to do this every week. So as long as we hit our like goal every stream. So make sure you tune in next week for Hit the Goal. Come on. Give me something. All right, I know this one's harder, Pepe, but come on. Stay with us. You can do this. We believe in you. All right, one more time. You got one more time, my friend. And then you're done for the day. We got AVAX and ADA left. 2 of the A's. You can hit one. One big push for the final pick. All right, Pepe's in timeout yet again. Bye-bye, Pepe. All right, ADA and AVAX was the deal here. We all know Pepe gets put in timeout. Just right down there. Everybody say, bye-bye, Pepe. Okay, bye-bye, Pepe. All right, back out of the matrix. Now, AVAX is what we're going to start because that's the one I remember. It's ADA and AVAX. Okie dokie. Interesting. All right. Seems a little crazy. Fast forward this bit. I don't really want to listen to this song. All right. Here we go. All right, then you're going to hit an ad on me. Got it. Got it. All right. Let's get it going. Need some water real quick. 212 entries. 212 entries. You know what? Maybe in the future, if we hit 500 entries, we'll give away even more money. But for now, we're at 212. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hitting the entries. And let's continue this, okay? We're almost there. Almost there, my friends. Almost there to do the giveaway. All right. Now, similar situation here with Avalanche and our price action. Love this price action. This is really nice. Now, oscillator, right? Oscillator setting up. Let's see a retracement here. Bounce off of the 64 range on that. Guess what? That's going to be right off this imbalance, and that change of character would be beautiful. So, watching for possible entry opportunities off 37, 38, 37 range. Let's go to the 4 hour here. Oh, yeah, we're at hour 52. Yeah, we got to speed this up a bit. I will say 4 hours is a little bit different here, right? 4 hour, you can see it did break. We did have that structure break here. So in this case, we could have a potential bounce into that extended downside. Now, guess where that lines up, though, which is nice. It kind of is in that same little area that we were watching there as well, 37. So this could actually set up really nicely to give us, essentially, the pattern would look like this, okay? So, remember, 37 is that range we're watching. I need to get my favorites back. But what you would want to see here, this comes down, rejects here, comes back down again, then we do something like this, right? For that continuation. Well, guess what happens on price if that were to occur? This comes down like this, probably retest the lows, get a lower high here, breaks those lows, and then we get a pattern like that, okay? So, essentially, that's what I want to see. Let's get a full retracement into 37. Now, if that doesn't happen, right, we do have a lovely order block sitting here, roughly at we're inside this buy and bounce, but it eliminated these highs as well. Rejected an order block. One more time, I'm going to tell you guys, if you don't listen to these order blocks, then you're missing out. This is a big reason why you watch the order blocks. You take profits at the bottoms and the highs of the order blocks because this could happen. Okay. So broke, overall 4 hour trend, right? I would maybe want to see a lower high here, which would, like we said here, you'd get that formation where if it bounces, this is the first place it would bounce, roughly 40. somewhere off 41. Look for that lower high on the oscillator, and then we go target the 36. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because, look, this oscillator is setting up perfectly for a bullish run on the daily. Daily, I'm bullish, but we could get a nice retracement on an avalanche here into the 37 level, roughly. So definitely on the 4-hour here, looking for a healthy retracement and maybe bounce first off 39. If that bounce happens, goes retest that high, that's even better. We could get a really nice continuation, but my personal setup, if I want to actually take a trade on it, I want to see a retracement back into 36, 37 for an entry, okay? Definitely bullish, though, pretty aggressively on AVAX's daily chart, so healthy retracement would be really nice. All right, Pepe, last one Pepe had was ADA. Get my stretches in. ADA. ADA on Coinbase. Remember, we took a trade on ADA. We took a trade on ADA out here on this beautiful break and hold, right? Ran off 53-ish. We took some profits off early, and then we took from our initial entry, and then we took some here at 58. Now, sadly, we didn't hold, but overall, guys, guess what? The next TP point actually hit up there at 59 and 60. We were targeting as well this high or low of this order block up here, which is still in that nice trend formation. You can see here what's cool too is lower lows were setting on this oscillator. Another reason why we liked it on the 4-hour. And then we had higher low got formed. You got a structure break here. Now price is coming back. So see if you get a turning point. Actually, this is interesting because if we can get a turning point somewhere up here, that'd be nice. It would be roughly here. I want to see it bounce somewhere here. Let's see it bounce somewhere in the 58. If 58 doesn't bounce, this thing's probably going to go retest a low of 56. Sorry, not low. Previous highs of 56 here. You would then get probably a retest of this turning point on the oscillator. So the oscillator could be a weird flip here, but if it can hold 58, guys, this thing will probably continue into the mid-60s on ADA. Daily time frame, though, really like it. But you can see here, price is now trying to extend, right? Today, obviously, if I can get a closure over 61.25, that'd be awesome, but I doubt it's going to actually get bought back that high. Tomorrow, see if you can get this type of pattern, okay? Tomorrow, I would want to see these 3 candles form here, okay? So, you know, you got a breakout candle, you have a sell-off candle, then you have another breakout candle. If we can get tomorrow's candle to do something like this, then I like the continuation. Just gotta get my thing. If we can get tomorrow's candle to do something like that, guys, I like the continuation. So pretty much opens, obviously, where candle closes, right? You get a nice closure back up here above 60. From there, I like it for that move into, let's see, this high is 62, roughly. I like to move to 62 and then probably 64, okay? 64 would be that next level, and then obviously we have an order block at 65, but 64 would be a better level just because of that that thing there. Let me look at really fast. Let's look at the fixed range profile when it got into this level. And here you go. There you go. So, I mean, this is, you know, makes sense. We're starting to we hit the POC there, large volume at the POC. So 62, right? That's 62. Great target right now. Upside of the value range there. Above that, though, you can probably see some really nice bullish price action happening into the 70s. So we'll really see that on ADA. Looks good on the daily. But remember that 4-hour, we wanted to see it hold over 58. But we could also see it coming down to 57 to hold that BOS just because of potentially how the structure turns. But if this thing does get a nice bullish candle here on the next 4-hour, which we're about to get a new 4-hour candle, then you should get a turning point in the next 8 hours here above 58. So we'll see how that happens, and we'll target 62, okay? All right, my friends, that completes our board. Lastly, let me see, we're at 158. Yeah, we gotta get to the end. We gotta get to the end. We gotta get to the end. All right, guys, the moment you've all been waiting for, my friends. First off, hold on. First off, I haven't looked at Bitcoin price yet. There we go. All right, I'm going to look at Bitcoin price first, and then we're going to determine if higher or lower was the win. I haven't looked at it yet. I know you guys know, but I don't know. Here we go. First off, we said, will Bitcoin be more or less than 51,926? Guess what it is? It's less, my friends. Today, less hits again. If you, let's see, how many entries do we have on that? I don't fully know. I think we had roughly 50 plus, but I can go back and look at it after this. If you predicted less at the beginning of the stream, you will get 100 points added to your profile, and that closes the week for us, okay? Right now, it seems like, I think, how many points you got, Fame? Fame hit less, is the first one I see for less. Sorry, wrong Fame. Let's see here. Do I see any familiar names that are going to be guaranteed top spot? Jason, he had more. Land Crypto 37. I think this man is at the top 10. Yep. Land Crypto 37, you have a guaranteed spot in the top 10. Congratulations, my friend. There's probably some more that I see here. For some reason, when I'm on stream, I can only see the first 20 entries on the queue, but I can see all of them when I'm off the stream. Don't ask me why, but I know for a fact, because Land was one of the top 3 already. He was in the top 10, that he's definitely has a locked spot in the top 10. So congrats, my friend. But if you said less on this stream, you get 100 points added to your profile, and come back Monday. It's seeming if you are in the 200s roughly, you will probably have a top 10 spot. So Dame, you're right on the edge of 200. I don't know what you put in, my friend. I don't know what you put in. I can see, actually. Dame said less. Dame, you more than likely will have a guaranteed spot in the top 10 yet again. Dame, back-to-back weeks. Congratulations, my friend. A lot of you looks like you're going to have back-to-back weeks. Again, these guys, the people that are in here every week are going to have multiple chances every week to win $100. So I don't know why you guys aren't just tuning in every day and doing your predictions, because these guys literally will have multiple chances to win 100. Some weeks they might win $200 because they win the giveaway at the end of the week as well as the top 10 giveaway. So guys, we're literally just giving away money for you guys to watch. I mean, it's that easy. All right. We love our community. We want to give back the most we can in the best ways. Remember to check out the Discord and to check out the Instagram, because on the Instagram we're giving away some pretty cool stuff too. We got some awesome stuff cooking for you guys. So we literally just gave away $2,500 on Instagram on Twitter. Sorry, Twitter. We do all of our giveaways on there as well. We just gave away $2,500 on Twitter. My gosh, get your ish together. All right, are we ready? It is less, my friends. It is less. Are we ready to do the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. Now, one more time. I'm going to give you guys, when I do my spiel here real quick for the giveaway, we have 209 entries right now. No, I think that's more. It's got to be more than that, because it was at 212 before. I think. No, I guess that's right. 209 entries. Yeah, that's right. Before we do this giveaway, I do want to tell you that if you're a winner, if you are a winner, just remember that you need to join the Discord and you need to reach out to Jacob at LuxAlgo. Jacob LuxAlgo, okay? I'm going to show you my thing right now. So 1 second. Let me make sure I can log in and I can show you. Open Discord. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to get this, okay? So if you end up being a winner, when you join the free LuxAlgo Discord, okay? And let me get this going 1 second, my friends. I guess I can just do it through this. Yeah. I'll just do that. Wait, no. Yeah, on Firefox. Okay, perfect. Here you go. All right, here we go. Bear with me. This Discord is completely free, guys. If you want to get your winnings pretty quickly. All right. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go up into this top right-hand corner. Okay? Wait, wrong one. You can go up into this top right-hand corner, okay? You're going to hit show member list. You're going to see my name right here. All you have to do is click my name, and then you have to write me a message, say I was a winner, okay? And you will get your earnings quite quickly, okay? You'll get your winnings that quickly. So make sure that you join the Discord, all right? Please, join the Discord. Just click up here, top right-hand corner, All right. Show member list. Click my name and make sure that you let me know that you were one of the winners. And we'll be good to go, my friends. Okay. Sorry. So now please join it. It makes it a lot easier for me. Now, let's pick some winners. You have, yeah. All right. I'm closing entries in 3, 2, 1. Closing. All right. Are we ready? Guys, type 1 in the type 100 actually. Let's do that. Type 100 in the chat if you're ready for this. I need to see my fans are ready. All right. The LuxAlgo fans are ready. 100 in the chat if you're ready. All right. Here we go. Nice. There we go. I like you guys seeing pumped up. All right, first winner, my friends. Hitting the board right now. First winner is T.Y. Malone. Dude, this guy's been in the chat for all week long. Congratulations, T.Y. Malone, our first winner for $100. Please join the Discord so I can hit you up. Or actually, you hit me up in the Discord, please. T.Y. Malone, congratulations. You are our first winner. Guys, remember, we do this every Friday so long as we hit 100 likes on every live stream that week. So, next up, my friends. Next up, here we go. Let's pick another one. Next up is... Yo, no way. No way. Bruh. No way. Moss are boneless. Hits for a second time. That's insane. Motsar Boneless, two-time winner. Two-time winner. That's insane. Motsar Boneless, if you want to give up your entry, just type back, man. Or give up your winnings, but it's up to you, buddy. You're the winner. Since you won 2 times, if you want to allow another winner, then that'd be awesome, but it's up to you, my friend. We got one more, my friends. We got one more winner. Remember, guys, though, we do this every week, so you have a chance to win more than once. Okay? That's insane that he's won twice. That's insane. All right, last winner, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Give me somebody new. Francis Lloyd Hembroider. Congratulations, my friend. You also won $100. Good-ish, my friends. Good-ish. That's insane. All right. Those are our top 3 winners. Now, if you are a top 10 viewer this week, T.Y. Malone, you won, my friend. I hope you know that. Malone. The way he typed that makes it seem like he didn't win. How many times people enter? People can only enter once, by the way. Give him an extra 10 for that because of his name. Absolutely. All right, guys. Remember, come back next week. Next week, instead of 100 likes per stream, we're bumping it up to 125 likes. So you better share next week if you want to do $300 giveaway again at the end of the week. All right. We literally do this every week. Okay. We do this every week. So again, gives you just another reason to tune back in, and make sure that we get our likes up. Okay. Biggest thing is continuing to grow it, right? On Monday, our top 10 viewers will have another chance to win $100, okay? So if you are a top 10 viewer, thank you so much this week for tuning in and chatting with us. If you want to be a top 10 viewer, guess what? Well, you have to just come in, you have to chat, you have to like, you have to subscribe. You also have to, if you share, you get some points too. But most of all, chatting and predicting whether you think Bitcoin's be more or less by the end of the stream is the biggest way to get points. So make sure you tune in, and I think watch time too. Watch time's a big one as well. So make sure you are tuning in to get your points, and be able to have a way better chance of winning the giveaway. So Monday, we're doing another $100 giveaway for our top 10 viewers this week. That's pretty much closed now. We're getting a few points. But if you guys really want to see who our top 10, well, actually, I can't. I haven't inputted the winners today on the Bitcoin predictions. So I know for a fact though that the crypto guy has Land Crypto 37 definitely has a place in the top 10. It seems like Fam, you have Fam Ukify. I call you Fam. You definitely have a place in the top 10, my friend. You have 400 points this week. Congratulations. Man's killing it. But guys, come back next week. Points reset on Monday, okay? Points reset on Monday. And we will make sure that everybody has a fair chance starting Monday, okay? So come back Monday, put your predictions in on Bitcoin, and trying to think. Okay, real quick. Would you guys want to do on Monday people can put in their predictions to where you think Bitcoin's price is going to be on Friday, and then you are a guaranteed spot in the top 10. So the closest price prediction by Friday gets a guaranteed spot. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if that's something you would like to do. On Monday, we take a look at what we think, and let's say like everybody throws in their price point. So you would actually put a physical price of, I think it's going to be 53,200. Whoever's the closest, one person wins that. Whoever's the closest gets a guaranteed spot in the top 10. We can maybe do that. We'll see. We'll talk about it. But, all right, guys. Our winners, one more time. The giveaway's being a little weird today, but our winners, one more time, my friends. Mossar Boneless, 2-time winner. Man, guys, lucky as can be. 2-time winner, Mossar Boneless. Next up, Francis Lloyd Hembroder. Somebody said give him an extra $10 for his name. Congratulations, Francis. Please join the Discord. Please reach out to me. Okay, we'll get your winnings very quickly. T.Y. Malone. Great job, my friend. T.Y. Malone's been a great viewer. He's been here quite a bit. You also won. Please reach out to me in the Discord, and we'll get you locked in with your winnings. We'll get also those of you that do win, we do give you your winnings within 72 hours. So just because it's the end of the week, right? End of the week, going into the weekend can be interesting for our payment team, but we'll definitely get it to you guys as soon as we can. But please give us up to 72 hours, and we got you. All right, guys, next week we do it all over again, my friends. We do it all over again. Our current position on Matic is doing very well. Remember, we are looking really solid. We're looking for that $1 break on Matic, so we'll double check. Francis, when you join the Discord, and I'm going to ping it one more time. Make sure you're in the Discord. Did you see how I said to reach out to me? Click the member list. You'll see Jacob LuxAlgo over there on the right as an admin. Click that and make sure that you send me a message, okay? I'll make sure to, we'll verify in a sec. I'll chat with you right after the stream. Guys, have a lovely weekend. Congratulations this week. We hit 50K on Bitcoin. Yet another banging stream. We're going to start to implement a lot more fun things to the stream as well. If you have suggestions, guys, come back Monday. We might take some suggestions on what would make the stream more entertaining for you, okay? So we want to make sure we're growing at a steady pace as well. So this week's been a great week with the stream. So we appreciate everybody being here, and have a great weekend. 151 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for subbing. And Monday, we'll see you at 1 Eastern yet again. Instagram and TikTok, we might do a separate stream that's more leaned towards that format to kind of help. But please give me $100. Well, come back Thursday, you might have a chance, or come back next Friday, you might have a chance to win. Or be a continuous viewer, and on Monday, if you're in the top 10, we'll give you that. We'll give you that chance. 1 in 10 chance Monday, top 10 viewers. Congratulations to those of you that are already in the top 10. And see you guys then. Have a great weekend. Peace. That's the wrong button. There it is. Everybody say bye-bye, Pepe. See ya. Peace. Remember, I can tell if you're scamming. I can tell if you're scamming.